Hey there, it's Blaire, the Love Guru from loveguru.net and the aliennetwork.com. And I am almost done with my Rise of the Lightworkers book, my first book in this series, When You Know It's Your Time. I'm very excited. I'm up early doing some edits on it, and I feel really excited. And that's what it's about. Like when you wake up in the morning and you're like super excited to do your mission. And that's actually what this book is about. Doing your mission, which I realize that I'm going to read an excerpt for you guys today, by the way. But, I realize like that is like literally all the stuff I write about is about doing your mission, preparing for and doing your mission, and how I've prepared for and started doing my mission and became more, and how I become more and more powerful with my mission. And this book is a book I wrote during the Con of 19. So this first book takes place during March 20th, March 2020 and April 2020. And I think this is a four-part series. I'm going to confirm that later on. I've only like looked at book one and a little bit of book two. Um, so I have 10 more pages to edit today, and I'm up very early because I'm excited to work on this material. I love writing and just going over it. And this is actually exactly what I was doing during Con 19 as well. Like I was waking up early and um, editing my alien books, working with an editor, and just really excited, like having all these downloads of how to become more powerful, how to rise. And that, again, that's what this book is about. So it's like when everybody was going into lower timelines, or most people were going into lower timelines. Most people were depressed at that time and filled with anxiety and fear and scared of the unknown. And something had happened to me that my soul was activated at that time, as it's very activated at this time. And I was filled with so much creativity that I was, again, waking up very early to work on my projects. I was super productive. I was getting nonstop guidance from Zeke, who's my star brother, a reptilian alien from Sirius. And my psychic gifts were heightened. Like I was seeing star beings, which are aliens, all over around me. I was seeing these horses and um, butterflies and like this utopia all around me when I was in the park too. Like literally everything came alive, which normally I can see a lot of stuff with my third eye, but it was like everything took on this like more magical and colorful space. So I share that in this book. This book, basically, what this book is about, again, is like when everyone's going into lower timelines and in fear, how I was going into higher timelines. And how do you do that? How do you do that when when there's like collective trauma and chaos going on, which is actually what's totally going on now with the rollout of digital ID and more tyranny, more surveillance, more control, more tracking, more chaos, more corruption being revealed. How do you rise to higher timelines when the world is going to shit? Because that's really what was happening at that time. And again, that's what's happening at this time. You speak to any um what's that called? Like a Bible what is that? A Bible thumper? Anyone who's into the Bible will say, look, this is the end of times. And you speak to any conspiracy theorist or truther, and they'll say, look, this is over. With the mark of the beast coming, and which that's Bible talk, but like, like this is over. We're going into this digital age. They're going to be tracking and tracing us everywhere. And how do you use this time to rise to higher timelines? How do you use this time to rise as a light worker, an indigo warrior, whatever you classify yourself as? Like if you're feeling that call in your heart that now is the time for you to step into your power, or how do you do that? Or how do you step into a position of power because you're feeling called to lead? Well, how do you do that? And that's what this book is about. It's 100% guidance of channeled from me speaking with Zeke, who again's my star brother, and he's sharing the most unconventional guidance of how to do that, which is all anti-matrix stuff. Because obviously, like in the matrix, we have all this fake and false programming of how you're supposed to become successful and how you're supposed to rise as a leader. How are you supposed to be a leader? Well, of course, you're supposed to promote the fuck out of yourself and market and post on social media like crazy and build all this brand awareness on social media and get all these followers. And Zeke is like, no, that's actually not what you're supposed to be doing at all. So that's what this book is about. Him guiding me to do the exact opposite, pretty much. And again, maybe the most insane guidance that my mind is having issues processing, because what? It's against the programming that I have, that we all have, of how do you get success? How do you make money doing your mission? How do you make money doing what you love? How do you rise as a leader? How do you step into your power? Well, guess what? No surprise, everything we've been told is a lie. So I'm going to actually leave this video here. I'm going to share with you that the book, my first book, The Rise of the Lightworkers, When You Know It's Your Time, is on pre-order. It's discounted if you pre-order it, or I should say when you pre-order it. It's coming out in December. We're in the beginning of December now. This is coming out soon. The energy is moving me. You can pre-order this book on loveguru.net under the books tab. Why don't you pick up some alien books too while you're there? They're awesome. Also, so are my other books. Okay, plenty of people love those other books before that are like about love and how to attract the one, and helping you out of your programming on how to have a love relationship, how to attract the one into your life, and then how to clear out of like programming around work you do, where you're living, things like that. That's my second book there, Doing My Life My Way. How to, what's that called? Something like Break Out of the Illusions and Jump to Higher Timelines. I'm like literally always, I notice a pattern here. I'm literally always writing about how to jump to higher timelines, how to step into being a leader, how to rise, how to do your mission, how to heal mental, emotional, childhood wounds, and all the ways you've been programmed. I see the patterns now. It's very clear to me what we're teaching in this lifetime. I get it. So I'll make another video with the excerpt, but I want to keep this video short. So again, you can pre-order The Rise of the Lightworkers, When You Know It's Your Time, book 1 at loveguru.net under books.